Okay, so here we go. This is a 1500 point game. Tonight we are playing Necrons versus Space Marines with an Imperial Knight ally. It's a bit of a game for us because it's the first Imperial Knight showing up on a table that we've played on.
Hopefully the first Imperial Knight death as well.
I'm hoping for that too. I've got that large explosion marker somewhere.
Yeah.
So here we are. So the game's set up. We're playing Big Guns Never Tire on the I forgot what the deployment type's called, but
It's the long one.
Yeah, the long one, the one with this side versus this side. Grimm's won the roll off for first turn, so we've deployed. We're about to do scout moves and seize the initiative. Good old white scarf bikers. So in Grimm's army tonight we have two Doom sides. We've got a squad of Necron warriors who are inside of this Ghost Ark here.
With a Lord.
With a Resor, by the look of it.
She's got a Resor, Staff of Light, and not a lot else, to be honest.
Cool, okay. We've got a Triarch Stalker. We've got Doomsday Ark. We've got another Triarch Stalker. And a bunch of crazy Necron warriors down here with a Cryptek and the Overlord, I believe. Is that everything?
That is everything in my army.
That is everything. In my army, we've got a squad of Gravgun bikers here, another squad of Gravgun bikers here with Khan at the back. We've got a squad of bikers with a melter gun. We've got the Imperial Knights just there, who's not quite finished. And we've got a Vindicator, a drop pod full of Stern Guard waiting to come in, and two Storm Towers. Okay, I think we'll come back at the end of your turn one, I'm guessing. And scout moves. Right, that's the end of turn one for Grimm. Do you want to talk us through what you achieved, Gridge?
Pretty successful turn one. Can't really complain. So
I think I'll agree with that.
Stalker and the Ghost Ark moved up. Stalker melted two bikes. Ghost Ark killed another one. The guys.
I believe it was actually both the casualties were the Ghost Ark.
Was it?
No, sorry. Both the casualties were that guy. The Ghost Arks were all saved.
Oh yeah, they all armor saved. That was right. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they did that.
Guys.
This guy moved up, melted two bikers. This guy then followed it up with a devastating barrage, which unfortunately, although it hit all of them with a direct hit, rolled 2 1s and only 2 out of 4 wounded, which could have actually potentially killed that entire unit on strength and
And slay the warlord.
We slay the warlord on first blood. And all sorts of good stuff, which didn't actually happen. But
most importantly,
didn't be much of a game.
First blood.
These lot arrived from deep strike, scattered slightly up that way. 2 of them suffered mishaps and fell down, but then they both reanimated. And then they absolutely glanced to death. The Vindicator.
Was it like 5-6 glances?
It was 5. Just one less than what it would have taken to kill that bad boy. That.
That's true, but he would have had his ion shield, which I completely forgot to say which direction it was facing in your shooting phase. Fail.
Which would be interesting actually, because his thing could have scattered onto him and killed him anyway. I think
that's true.
But it equally could have scattered back at my own unit.
It's very true.
So I'm not going to cry about it. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, really weird turn one for me.
That was
Drop pod arrived and blew up the Triarch Stalker that was there with the combi plasmas.
Only just.
Only just. It's very true. These bikers shot at and then charged the Ghost Ark, destroying it.
With a hammer.
No,
it didn't. They took one off with their shooting.
Yeah.
One off with their hammer of wrath,
and then one off with the cracker.
Yeah, and just
so those are. How did it only have 3 whole points?
It'd already been hit with some. It
was
definitely died.
There was a reason.
It died.
Over here, the other Triarch Stalker has died in a spider-like fashion. Again, to Hammer of Wrath.
Yeah.
I say again. That's not the right word,
yeah.
but never mind.
Hammer of Wrath's been the star of the show, really, for you.
It really has. The Knight fired his battle cannon, killing all of 2 Necron warriors, and then failed his charge. This guy, I think,
also
failed his charge, managed to kill no one. Very unimportant.
Necron's Overwatch with millions and millions of shot at the Knight, and did nothing.
Yep. I think that's pretty much where we are.
Yeah.
But that's turn 1 out of the way. Big Rim. Your turn.
Very
2.
disappointing Necron turn. Both flyers came in, both went exactly where I wanted. One of them managed to all but one kill the Stern Guard squad.
He was broken and run away.
I persuaded Ben to put him to ground, which was a stupid suggestion because one survived on one go to ground save. This guy tried to blast them, but again it failed. He did break and run, but he's going to reform next turn because he's a space marine and they did.
Yep. Over here, we've killed.
Just 3 bikers, wasn't it?
Yeah, the 2 melter guns died.
And then
One to the flare array from the Doomsday thing, and the other one from that horrible creature. Just zipped right through there. Over here,
the Necrons in their last ditch effort had a very, very disappointing. See, if I'd done in turn 1, he'd have been almost dead. But that was
that's unfortunate. So the knight has lost 1 whole point.
Yeah, 1 out of 6.
And I think that
is it. Well, hopefully he's going to massively fail his charge next turn.
Cool.
And on double 1s.
Sounds good.
And we'll be fine.
My turn 2. What actually happened? It's been quite a while since we started. My flyer came on, just the one sadly, still waiting on the other one. Khan and the sole remaining troop choice, or what it wasn't at the time, but start making their way across to this objective in the vain hope of holding it. This random Stern Guard guy is still alive, chilling out in the back there.
Killed a Necron.
He did, killed a Necron, which is good. The drop pod shot on them as well, didn't kill anyone. Over here was really the real thing of the game, which was the.
You mentioned about the flyer getting.
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this flyer also knocked off 2 whole points off of the Doom side here. Meanwhile, over here with the Knight, we've finally made it into combat with the Necron Overlord and his followers. Unfortunately for them, they weathered most of the attacks quite well, I thought. I think we only killed 3 or 4, even with Stomp. Yeah. But then they failed, or chose to fail their leadership tests because their weapons were useless. And then got sweeping advanced by the Walker, which then sort of wandered away as if nothing had really happened. Sad times.
Yeah, they were doing really well to the sweeping advance, which just killed the lot, which I'm not particularly happy about.
No. Okay. On to your turn 3, dude.
Yep.
Okay, dude, fire away. What'd you do?
Not a lot. Not a very good turn, really. I flew my first fly off the board, 6 down flight snapshots.
Yep.
And
evaded.
These guys killed that last bloke.
Yep.
For all the good it was worth. These
Obviously
guys
get Nightbreaker.
managed to one biker with the Doomsday up with the template weapon, which is a bit disappointing. That guy managed to take only 1 hull point off the other flyer, which is very disappointing considering the number of shots he could have potentially had. And that was it.
Okay. Rightio. We're on to my turn 3. So that's my turn 3 over with. The second Storm Talon came in and engaged the Doom side, causing 1 whole point worth of damage. It is evading due to the sheer number of hits, which is a decent call. The other Storm Talon engaged the Doomsday Arc, as did the Knight Paladin. Managed to take off 2 whole points in total and lower its quantum shielding between the 2 of them. The Knight also managed to pick off 1 Necron warrior with his heavy stubber across that way. Khan and his buddy are over here now holding this point, which brings the scores of this round up to 5-4. 5-4, I believe.
What's that?
Because you've got Slay the Warlord and First Blood. I've got Slay the Warlord. I'm both holding an objective. Sorry, no, okay.
I've got 1 objective in First Blood.
And you killed a heavy score. And I have another yet, so it's 5-4. 5-4 in your favour, dude. Your turn 4. Give us a quick rundown.
Nothing really.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
What
so
about?
One spectacular thing happened. These guys, sky firing, managed to get 3 hits on the flyer in this corner over here. And
you may notice it's not there anymore.
One of them managed to get the Gauze Glance and take its final whole point off, and that was pretty amazing. It didn't crash into anything and kill it, but it died. But other than that, it was very disappointing.
Khan's down to 1 wound.
Yeah, if I'd realised what was going on, I'd have fired from the other side and killed the last troop choice. Thus,
there was some trickery.
Points. but it didn't happen, and I think that's just lost me the game. But we'll see.
We will see. That was the end of Imperial turn 4. The Storm Talon completely failed to do anything about this guy because he had a nice cover save from this building, sadly. Yeah, Grimhair rolled 2 5-up covers, which was very nice indeed. Failing either one of them would have downed the craft, but alas, it has survived. The bikers have hightailed it into the ruins here to be in control of this victory point instead of that one because it's a little bit open there. And the knight shot at and engaged the Doomsday Arc, which has exploded. So at this point, the scores are now 5-2 to you, 5-2 to me. So we're going to turn 5 now. Okay, Necron turn 5 is over.
Once again, all the stuff that didn't need to work worked, and all the stuff that needed
this
to work
guy
didn't
killing
work.
the other Storm Talon. Both of them are dead now.
Everything else that could shoot, firing at Kana, doing nothing. Beep, 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 beep. Death Ray, hitting twice, being saved both times. Twinning Tesla Destructor, hitting 5 times and only wounding once. And then all the Gauls failing. So I'm pretty confident that right there is game over.
But we will find out momentarily when I finish my turn 5. Imperial turn 5 is over. The final scores after that turn are pretty clear. Khan zoomed his way out of there to there. Fortuitous bit of measuring ended up with him scoring line breaker. The knight moved forward and took out most of the Necrons who were hanging around here heading towards this point. This guy zoomed out to capture this point, so he was directly underneath the flyers and therefore wasn't able to be targeted. And the Storm Bolter on the drop pod very luckily killed that last remaining Necron there. Dude, any thoughts?
Yeah, the star of the show was the knight.
The knight!
He was just too difficult to kill. Far too many hull points, far too many defences. Most weapons were useless. Gauls was crap. I couldn't really do much more than fire 24 shots a turn at it in Gauls and failed to do anything. All my heavy weapons did nothing. You get
sure.
And vulnerable as well.
And it was unfortunately a few 6s, but nowhere near enough.
Yeah.
Nowhere near enough to do anything.
And they got invulnerable saves on them as well.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It was difficult, but yeah, as I say before, he earned you 3 points.
Yep.
But denied me 5.
Yes,
So-
indeed. So key player there, the old knight. It was a very different list for you. How do you feel that played out for you? Did it do what you expected?
It worked out.
This man has his
but
priorities.
not for any of the reasons that I expected it to. I expected my deep striking unit to be good, and it was on first one. It did in turn 1. It did exactly what I intended to do on turn 1, and then it proceeded to do nothing for the rest of the game, and it was very expensive.
And it had your warlord in
And
it.
it had my warlord in it.
It was trapped at the back of the board with
I could
a
have
super
not
heavy
put the
walker.
warlord in it, but I wanted the Resorb in the squad to make him a bit more resilient. Could have just put the Lord, but then as we pointed out in my first turn, I could have put him in the other one, made them relentless, made the Ghost Ark into a proper little assault vehicle, and
Yeah.
might have made a difference, might not, who knows.
Fair dues. Fair dues. I must admit I was very impressed by your Skyfire shooting on this occasion.
Yeah, that was the one time, when it didn't really matter and the 6s all came in, but
It's true.
no.
It's true. Indeed, I mean, your dominance of the skies was
I'll
was
take
pretty
the
decent.
Sky victory. That's
Yeah.
the best I can hope for today, I think.
Okay, so final score was 6-2 to the Imperial.